I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay.
When I started like learning about computer, I started from when I was MS DOS, like C,
Okay.
command, all this kind of stuff,
Hmm. Hmm.
and that's what I know about computers.
Okay.
MS DOS, like the command prompts.
CMD.
Yes,
Okay. So you are the basic knowledge of computer. Okay.
that's me.
Yeah, okay. No problem. Good. That is okay. So operating system, you know.
Mhm. Yes,
Without
I was
operating system, we can't start our hardware.
never.
Yeah. So in your computer, there is a operating system that is a. It is interact. It is interact between computer. Interact between computer hardware and user. Okay. It is interaction between the computer user and computer. Sorry, computer hardware and user. Okay, without operating system we can't start our mobile, we can't start our any hardware applications. MRI machine required a software. CT scan machine, that is required also the software, right? So with,
Even the elevator.
yeah, because they require some code. Without software of the code they will not work. So that's why that is an operating system. It is kernel. It is closely interact with the hardware and users. Okay. So computer means Mac OS, then Windows, Linux, you can say Linux, Unix operating system. Okay, then in mobile sometime Android and Mac OS, which iOS that use mobiles, right? So if there is no operating system, so we cannot communicate with the hardware. So hardware is also required, and they require some softwares. Hardware means you can say the human body, and software means you can say heart, that functioning the heart. Okay, heart functioning, right? Okay, body, that is body means hardware, and this heart is functioning, that is one lives. Okay, so that is what one of the software, right? So like this way. So operating system, what are the different types of the operating system that we know? That is what Windows operating systems, Linux, Unix, then Mac OS, and etc. Okay, different types of the operating systems are available. Now how these operating systems, or you can say the softwares, are developed? So by using the programming languages. Okay, programming language. So the before the C there were the evolutions of the programming language, how it is evaluated. Okay, so evolutions, before that there is a Pascal. Okay, COBOL, these are the programming language. So programming language are used to develop the softwares. Okay, before programming language there is the algorithm. Algo. Okay, that is algorithms. Algol's programming language, it is Algol. Okay, Algol means step by step procedure to solve the any complex problem. Step by step procedure to solve the any complex problem. Okay, so then complexities are increases, then we require some programming language to solve the problems in the smart way and easily. Okay, so the programming languages are involved, that is Pascal, COBOL and Fortran, but there are some problem. There may be some problems in that programming language. Okay, and now after that they introduced the programming language, that is a C, by Dennis Ritchie, right? Dennis Ritchie is the founder of C programming language, right? So he has written this programming language for, this is the nowadays. So the C program, first programming language, full, having the full features, that is a C programming language. And C is a procedural programming language. Procedural, POP, you can say the POP, programming language. Okay, Procedural programming language. There means we can write the code top to bottom. Okay, top to bottom only. So there is a no classes are there. Okay, we can't clear here the classes, no classes, no security. And the C programming language nowadays are using to create, because this is interact with the machine. Okay, so it is used to create drivers. Okay, driver utilities, networking drivers, and the C complete programming language, this is used to create Unix operating system. Okay, Unix operating system is completely written in C programming language. Completely written in C. Okay, so Unix operating system completely written in C programming language. So C programming language, by using the C programming language operating system, that is what Unix operating system is completely used. And nowadays by using the C programming language, then there is some no features of the classes, security means inheritance concept is not available. So that is extended. Okay, C++. Then what is the name of that scientist? Dennis Ritchie and C++. Bijarne store stuff. Okay, Bijarne store stuff. He added some functionality in the C programming language. Okay, C++ is nothing but the extension of C. Extension of C. Okay, C++ is nothing but the extension of the C. He added some feature and is given the oops concept. Okay, that is very important nowadays. Object oriented programming language. So now the C is a procedural oriented programming language. Okay, POP. C is a POP. You can say POP. C is a POP and C++ is the object oriented programming language. Okay, C++ is the object oriented programming language. Why? Because you can say the object oriented, because here the additional features means oops concept. It follows the oops concept. Okay, what are the oops concept? That is very important. What are the oops concept? So oops concept. So that is what classes, okay, object are used, or you can say the simply inheritance, polymorphism. These are the concept. Don't take any tension about this one. Okay, just only concept: polymorphism, inheritance, data abstraction. Okay, data abstraction, data encapsulation. Okay, you can say the encapsulation. These are the concept properties of oops. Those programming language which follows this concept, this that type of programming language known as the object oriented programming language. That's it. Okay, so first object oriented programming language is the C++. Okay, because it follows this object oriented concept. What are the object oriented concept? Inheritance, polymorphism, data abstraction, and encapsulation. Why oops programming language is invented? Because in the C programming language there is a no security and inheritance concept are not uses here. Reusability is not available. That's why no reusability, and it's just a procedural oriented programming language. So we have to write a code in a single page which having only the one method, one main function. Okay, only one main function is required in this programming language. So there will be the 1000 2000 lines of code, and if there is any problem, so we have to search each and everything. But okay, we can develop in the functions also, no problem. But in the object oriented programming language, it is work as a top to bottom to work. Okay, it's a top to bottom, but it will be work as a bottom to work. bottom to top. Okay, bottom to up, you can say the bottom to up, bottom to up. Okay, C++ bottom to up. So oops programming language, because of adding the some functionality, extend the C programming language which having the some classes and object, that is security level. You know, security means what? Private, public and protected. Suppose we have your account in your bank and you use the ATM to withdraw some money. So we have ATM, you insert it ATM and you are going to functioning and you are asking writing the some password or pin and you are withdrawing the money. So it will display your name and account number. But in the banking, so some are using the account number, but that account number not should be displayed to other users. So that is what private we are making as a private. And public means every data. Okay, name is the public, account name is the public, anyone can view, but account number is private. Okay, only that particular person can view their own account number. Okay, and protected means there is a some password or something security is available there. Okay, so this private, protected and public, these concepts are not available in the C programming language. That's why invented the object oriented programming language. Okay, so Bijarne Storstop that invented the C++ with having the additional feature of the C. Okay, so that is what C++ having, that follows the inheritance, polymorphism, data encapsulation. Okay, inheritance means the hierarchy, means features. Okay, that is inheriting the features from one parent class to child class and that using the some properties. Okay, polymorphism, that is ability to take the more than one form. Okay, ability to take the more than one form. Poly means many, morphism means forms. Okay, that is Greek word. Then data encapsulations, sorry, data abstraction encapsulation, that is hiding of data and showing of data. Okay, we are going to bind the data into a single unit. Okay, we are going to bind the data into the single unit, data encapsulation. Okay, that is abstraction, which shows the different properties, hiding and showing. Okay, these are the concept is follow the C++, the first programming language are invented to follow the object oriented concept, that is C++. Then what is the use of then C and C++? And nowadays, so MySQL completely written in C++. Okay, Python completely written in C. Okay, by using the C programming language. Okay, now the Java, who's invented the Java? James Gosling. Okay, so Java is also completely written by using the C++. Okay, so but by using the C and C++, we can't. Oh, by using the okay, so MRI C++ are using in the MRI machine, CT scan machine. Okay, CT scan machine, MRI, CT scan. Okay, gaming, 2D gaming, etc. Okay, cat cam, here, cat cam, etc. And C++ are useful to create other programming language, that is compiler or assembler. Okay, so by using the C and C++, MySQL, Python, Java, these languages are developed. Okay, so by using the C and C++ only we can develop the standalone software. Standalone software application. Okay, only standalone application we can develop. No web application, or you can say the desktop application. Okay, and we can use as a machine learning. Okay, it is interact with the machine level, machine interaction. Okay, that's why we are using here interface. Okay, it is also provide interface. Okay, so we can't create web application using the C and C++. Okay, we can't create the web using the C and C++. We can't create the web application. right? And MySQL is database. Python is a programming language. Okay, more than programming language means you can see the technology. Java is a technology. Okay, Python is a technology, like this way. So nowadays we are using then Java, Python, .NET. Okay, these are the completely written from the C and C++. Okay, by using the C and C++, the other languages are developed. So after the C, C++, the because of the no uh, use means there is no use for the creating the web application. That's why they develop the Java programming language. Okay, so then Java having the three packages. Okay, so now we are not going to deep in the Java also. So we are going to use a web technology Java. But before that one, so how the first HTML or how the web application gets started? Okay, so who is the founder of the web application? Who is the founder? Who started the website? Okay, so Sir Surgeon Brin. Surgeon Brin. What is the name? Founder of the HTML. Sir. Okay, just I'm going to Google it out now. Sir. Okay, founder of HTML. Okay, founder of web. You can say Tim Berners-Lee. Okay, so he is a Sir Tim Berners-Lee. He's created the web application. Okay, first website is created the first website. Okay, so find the first website because there is no just internet he started, and he is the founder of www also. Okay, IP address is found www. Tim Berners-Lee, and it's created the first page in HTML. So this is what, because of he, we are connected to each and everyone. We are connected to the world because of him, Sir Tim Berners-Lee, because he created the first website, first HTML by using the HTML. He's a founder of HTML, hypertext markup language. This is the complete HTML is used to for web development. Without HTML there is a no web development. Without HTML there is a no, you can check any website, there will be, you can see HTML. Without HTML there is no, you can't show me the any website which are having the no use of the HTML. Let us go the any website. Okay, so Amazon, let us go to the Amazon. Go to the Amazon and let us check. Okay, just right click on anywhere and you can check here the view page source, or you can inspect also, no problem. Okay, you can check here and check inspect. Okay, view page source, and you can check here this entire coding in HTML, right? See here HTML. This is a front page. Okay, means a front end design. You can say the front end without. So this is the designing component of the HTML. Sorry, web design. By using the HTML you can design the websites. Okay, designing the website, this is HTML. Go to the Facebook also, any website you can go. View page source, you can check, this is HTML, right? Without HTML not possible. Okay, so HTML it is used to create a website, web designing. Okay, so we can design this text field, right? By using the HTML you can design this button using the HTML, right? And this is of the HTML and web development or web designing. Okay, and CSS. Okay, CSS is for what? Cascading style set. It is used to make over this HTML components. It's used to look and feel, is increase the look and feel. Okay, and JavaScript is for what? It's provide a validation to the front end designing. Okay, validation. Okay, so now let us take one example. I'm going to show. Okay, so before that one I'm going to show you the world first website. Okay, are you interested to see the world first website? Okay, what is that? World first website. You can check here the first website. Okay, so info.cern.ch. Okay, and okay, this is not the world first website. Okay, World Wide Web. Showing Indian Surgeon. Okay, this is the URL and it's the URL. Okay. Okay, so you see here, this is the world first website. Okay, so home of the first website. When the Sir Tim Berners-Lee has developed this site, okay, this is the original first website. Okay, so you can click here, browse the first website. Okay, only hyperlinks are available. Hyperlinks means whenever you are going to click on this link, it will redirect to the next page. Okay, hypertext, right? We can check anywhere all the links are working properly. This is simple HTML and no images are used, only text. Only text. World Wide Web, this protocol is also invented by the Sir Tim Berners-Lee. Okay, and you can see it using browser simulator. Okay, so this is what world first website for designing, and because of which we are using here the web application, and nowadays we are using the various technologies, Java, Python, to write business logic for this. Okay, so here if you want to write, I'm going to just show you one HTML. Okay, just right click and okay, not here. Okay, I'm writing a one small code for this HTML. Okay, this is first, and see what is the difference between the HTML and CSS. Just I'm going to show you. Okay, it's very simple language. Okay, it's not a language, but and say it's a scripting. It is used only for the designing. Okay, so info type. Okay, so here I am writing a label. It's a tags language. HTML is tag based. Okay, username and input type is equal to text field. Okay, so let us save this one by using the HTML as an extension. That is very important. Okay, first dot HTML or HTM, no problem. So here in my desktop there is icon, browser icon. Okay, so just double click on this one and it is automatically executed. Okay, so you can enter the data here, right? This is HTML component. Okay, just I'm going to check once again. I'm adding some other field, and we have to, as a tester, we have to check the field UI component. So that's why as a tester you have to know something knowledge about the web designing. So that's why I'm providing this YouTube video tutorials. Okay, don't worry, for the knowledge about this HTML. Input type is equal to password. Okay, now refresh. Yeah, and now you can type anything, so that is what encrypted. Okay, you can write anything, then you can add a button also. Okay, so if you want in the new line, you can use this br command tags. Okay, yes, again if you want to more space, can use here br tag space. Okay, so now I want to add here one button. Input type is equal to submit or anything. Okay, you can use submit button. So the name, so can write here this value, or what we can write here, value, no, value or name. Okay, so use your login. Let us check first. Okay, yeah, values login, right? So nothing is going to be happen here because you are not provided any functionality. Okay, business logic, that is what business logic we are not provided, right? So this is known as UI development. What is that? User interface development, UI or UX, or you can say the front end designing. Okay, this is front end designing, and you have to test the web application. This is web application, right? And this is HTML coding. You can say this is only HTML. We use here the HTML, and now I want to use here the CSS. Okay, CSS. So we can change color of login button and everything. So now I want to use the CSS. So how we can use the CSS? Style sheet. Okay, so we use the word here, what style? Style is equal to background color, background hyphen color, that is what green. Let us check here. Yeah. Okay, so you can check here the color of login button is green, right? This is CSS, that is known as cascading style. Okay, and now I want to provide some validation, so then we can use here the JavaScript. Okay, so JavaScript, how we can use here? Script. Okay, that is script. So something script want to write, so JavaScript. Okay, you can write here script and script, input script. Okay, so just one small function I am writing here, alert. Okay, and can write hello, that's it. Oh, sorry, script spelling is mistake. Okay, so you can see here, this is what hello is printing, and okay, this is validation. Validation, or you can say that is JavaScript. Okay, this is the difference between HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and you can see this one HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are every websites. Okay, we can check in the every website. Let us see here. Input type is equal to text CSS. Okay, doc type is equal to HTML, doc type is HTML. Then you use here the CSS, right? Style sheet means CSS, and for this functionality that uses here the JavaScript. Okay, script means a JavaScript. Okay, this is HTML, CSS, JavaScript for the front end designing. Okay, HTML, CSS, JavaScript for the front end. Okay, UI development, front end, or you can say the user interface, UI development. Any website are developed by using these technologies. Okay, so HTML, which technologies are used? HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Nowadays more popular is React JS, Angular JS. Okay, that is additional JavaScript library. So as a UI, as a tester, at least you should have to know the knowledge about this one, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. That's why I'm providing here this tutorials, and the complete knowledge of this one you will get in this tutorial. So let us to just click on the playlist, and you can find here. Okay, you can find here the internship training. Okay, web designing internship training. Okay, here having this videos. Okay, so here uh 30 42 videos are available. So once you do the process, so I'm going to give the access of this one. Okay, so by using by learning, by watching this video, you are able to create your own website. Okay, you are able to create your own website, right? And you can deploy your website on free server also. That everything I have covered, live project is also covered. Okay, in that session I have covered everything. And in the Facebook, if you want to use this HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, so you can check here the how the original Facebook will be look like. Okay, this is just a makeup. Okay, we want to change, if you want to remove the makeup of Facebook. Okay, let us right now I'm going to remove the makeup of this Facebook. Okay, just a copy code here and take here. Okay, I'm going to show you how I'm going to remove HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, of the Facebook page. Okay, HTML, CSS and JavaScript I'm going to remove. I'm going to remove from HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, let us, I'm going to save this one first. And okay, in the desktop, on the desktop, where is desktop? Okay, I'm saving this page as a FB. Okay, now already exist. Okay, and here, okay, now you can check where is the FB. Yeah, FB. Let us open FB page. Okay, this is our FB, but this is not an online page, right? This is our local page. Okay, you can check here OneDrive, desktop, fb.html. This is our local page. Now I am going to remove the HTML, CSS, okay, from here. So that I'm going that means I'm going to remove the makeup of this Facebook website. So how it will be look like the original component of the HTML. Let us see here. Okay, this is very interesting. This is not our topic of the testing. Just I'm going to show you what is HTML, CSS. Okay. Sorry. So let us, I'm going to find the style. Where is the styles are used here? Okay, style sheet. Find the style sheet. Okay, where are the styles? Styles are uses. Okay, just I am going to remove where are the style sheets are used. Okay, yeah, this the style sheet, and I'm going to remove from here. Just deleting that one. Okay, let us and save this one, and now refresh. If any changes is happen, oh my god, the changes is happen. Okay, so this is original Facebook logo, how it is look like. You can see here the Facebook. Here is a can you see here how it's look like the password field, how it's look like here, enter email, phone number, right? And if you want to check your original one, okay, you can check this one how it's look like this way. Yeah, because I'm going to remove the CSS, I am removing the makeup of this Facebook. Okay, so where is that one? Yeah, again I am going to remove the other line. Style sheet means the CSS. Okay, again next I am removing, and now see, just refresh. Oh my god, again there just changes is happen again. So I am going to check here and to remove the style sheet. Okay, that is CSS I am removing. Okay, and you can check here. Yes, how it's look like now. You can check the button of login button, how it's looking like, it's the original HTML or not, right? Because I am removing the CSS. Again check this one. Okay, I'm removing this one and refresh. Okay, oh my god, now how it's look like. See here login button, how it is looking like. This is the original HTML button, right? And we can check here the original HTML button. This is the original HTML button, and recently we written one small code. Just I'm going to show you first. Okay, this one, and here I uses the one button, this button and this button. Okay, same, right? So this is original HTML. So I'm removing the CSS. So how it will look like. So that's why CSS nowadays more popular for the designing purpose. Okay, CS is only for the makeup, to doing the makeup. Okay, looks and feel. JavaScript for the validation. Okay, front end validation. That's it, front end validation. Okay, and to provide a functionality. So now this is UI design. After entering the some, giving the some input, it will give the some output, means that is redirecting to the database and home page like this way. So that is perform the business logic. Okay, which perform the, so the business logic is written in the method technologies, that may be the business logic. Okay, we can say the server side programming language, server side programming language. Okay, server side programming language. That is where the business logic is written, and we can't see that code. Okay, Facebook is written in which language? Facebook is written in which language? Facebook is written. You have any idea about this one? Yes. Which language Facebook is? Which programming language is used for designing the Facebook application? You have any knowledge?
PHP.
Okay, good. So the PHP, right? PHP server-side programming language is used to develop this Facebook programming language. Okay, Facebook application. So that is what server-side programming language. So we have the PHP, Java, right? .NET, Python, Node.js, and etc. So many. So we are not getting the code of this programming language. Okay, we can't get the source code. We just get the source code from the UI. Okay, front end development. This is server side programming language, and that is interacted with the database now. And then there are the database at that last. Okay, so databases that may be the MySQL, Oracle, MongoDB, etc. Okay, so many now databases are available. Okay, just this is just overview which technologies are used for the which programming. Okay, so here as a developer we know at least some HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, how the web application is developed, right? Because we are testing the web application, not mobile application. As a manual tester, there is no methodology for the web and uh, mobile testing. Okay, both are same. Mobile, if you test the web application or mobile application manually, no problem, both are same. But as a part of the automation, so different technology we need to use. For web application we use the Selenium. For mobile application we use some different tools. Okay, but in our course we are going to learn only how to test the web application. So at least something knowledge about the HTML, CSS, JavaScript if you have, that is good thing. Okay, that is if you have the more technology skill, that is a good thing. And the programming that the application is developed, the programming language like PHP, Java, .NET, Python, and Node.js. So this programming knowledge concept, if you don't have, that is no problem. But as a automation tester, that is required some Java skill. Okay, that we are going to cover. Don't worry, right? So it this developer will take care of this one. Okay, server side programming language. So developer will take care of this one. Okay, and these are the UI developers will take care of this one, no problem. And database administrator will work on these databases, and those who do the each and everything, then we can say that full stack developer. Okay, and after the getting the application, the tester will do to test the application whether it is working as per the client requirement or not. Okay, so this is the things will happen here. Then you have any doubt about this programming language C, C++, why it is where will be used, right? Slim, do you have any problem now? If you have any doubts, you can ask me now. And what is C, what is C++? Hello, Slim, are you there? Hi Slim. Slim, am I audible, Slim? Hi Slim. Actually, you're.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Where are you, bro?
I'm here. I'm very sorry. My computer froze.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so yeah, if you have any doubts here, so please ask me. Don't you not
No,
under no understand?
no, there's no doubts, but then I don't mind if you can stop the recording.
Yeah, yeah, my recording is available, no problem.
No, you can stop it.
Okay, okay,
Because
so
like I was following everything right,
hmm.
but my computer froze, so I cannot do anything. But I'm gonna go back from the video again.
Okay, okay, no problem. Just I have just given here the overview of this programming languages. Just I have given the overview.
Yes,
Not enter in the technical topic of the testing. So shall I continue about the texting?
yes, please.
Okay, yeah,
You can get recording.
okay. Yes, so now in the last session we've seen what are the good software tester. As a good software tester, we are required a verbal and written communication skill. We are to passionate about our job, that is as a tester. Technical skill are required to gain to good as a good tester. So many technical skill if you have as a tester, then it will be very beneficial. That another skill will be good attitude towards the positive attitudes always and productive. Daily we have to as a productive, okay, as a feel like a productive, right? So this is the good things are required for the software testers, right? So what is the software testing? So now we've seen that one, whether this client requirement is ensure that the application is working as per the client requirement or not. So that's we are going to see, okay, in the last class. So here there are the two types of the testing, okay, and the tester and in interview this question will be asked, okay. So there are the two types of the testing, that is structural or white box testing, and next one is the functional testing or black box testing. So this is very important, okay. So just we are started the technical concept of the testing from here. There are the two types of the testing, that is structural or white box testing, then second is the functional or black box testing. So now what is structural or white box testing and what is the functional and black box testing, okay. So we are, let us going to see here. Sorry. So white box testing means what? The white box testing means if you know the internal logic of code. So right now we discuss about the server side programming language, that is what the business logic is going to be written there, right? So if you have the knowledge of this coding, then the testing you are doing, so that is known as the white box tester. The tester which have the knowledge of the code and you are doing the testing of this application, that is known as white box testing. Okay, white box testing or open box testing is also called as a open box testing. Okay, so the testing is based on the knowledge of the internal logic of the application. That is very important term word, that is internal logic of an application code. Okay, internal logic. For example, you have the developer have developed the one application, and the developer is doing the testing to check whether I have written the code for good or means as per the requirement or not. So that doing the tester is doing the testing. So means this is white box testing. Generally, the developers are do the white box testing because developer knows the internal logic of code, right? So internal, so application. So the any application can be designed by using the any programming business logic, that may be the Java, Python, PHP, and everything. Okay, okay. So those have the knowledge about the internal logic of code, and that doing the testing, that is known as white box testing. And this white box testing is also known as the glass box testing. Okay. So internal software and the code working should be known for this type of the testing. Those the person that doing this kind of the testing, that person is knows the knowledge of the coding. Okay, that is very important. Coding knowledge is required for doing the this kind of the testing, white box testing, coding knowledge. And generally the white box testing who will do? A developer will do the white box testing. If you are the tester and you have the knowledge of the coding, you can also do the white box testing, no problem, right? So the tests are based on cover of the code statement, branches, path, and conditions. So the first the programming language you have to learn some basic. That is what C programming language. So you can write the small code. Okay. So that is what test based on coverage of the code statement, branches, path, and conditions. Code statement matlab means a single line of code. Branches means if, else. Okay. Conditions true or false, then one condition is false or pass or fail, then the statement will be executed. So if you want to check whether the person is having the age greater than 18, then he is eligible for voting. So how we can write this code? Condition if age is greater than 18, then we can say he is eligible to vote. Otherwise else is not eligible for voting, sorry, is eligible for vote and is not eligible for voting. Okay, like this way. So this is the conditions we are going to provide in the programming languages, the code. Okay, so like this I'm going to show you some code also. Okay, something statements are written here. Okay, you can check here one code here. For this is for loop, and then print something. You can say the here statement. This is known as a some statement. We can check here the another code class something hash include. Okay, here statements are written. So this is what the coding will do. Okay, developer will do the such type of coding, and we are going to test this code. So that tester is known as the white box tester, because you are testing the code. And if you are testing the code means you have to check each and everything whether this code is written properly or not, which follows the proper output or not. So this kind of the testing is done by the only developers, because developer know the code they have written like this way. Okay, so this is important for the developer, but as a tester we have to just know the knowledge about this one. We should have to know the knowledge. Okay, and next, so unit testing or component testing, or that the testing belongs to the white box testing. You can see this word unit testing is will be used our entire course training. Okay, so unit testing. So generally the unit testing can be done by the developer, right? So this is also the technical question will ask in interview, what is unit testing? Okay, so unit testing means the one small module code we are going to test, small code That is unit testing. We are writing the code, developer are writing the some small code, and before sending to the QA team, before sending to the testing team, the developer check or execute the code at once. Okay, before sending the QA team, the developer run or execute the code once. That is known as the unit testing, to check whether our code is working properly or not. Okay, at once the developer is going to check. So there will be the small module or small code are going to check. Okay, small code. So this is unit testing or component testing, which is belongs to the white box testing. Unit testing means it's we are going to check the code of the application, but not a big, only one module, single module, only unit. So before sending the QA team, the developer execute the unit code or module, whether this code is executing properly or not. Okay, if this is executing properly, then it will send to the QA team. So whenever we developer write the code and they will execute. If they are executing to check whether the code is working properly or not, so that is known as white box testing. And once they are showing that the code is executing properly, that's sent to the QA team. Then QA will work on the different testing methodologies. Okay, so what are the different testing methodologies QA use? We are going to check. We are going to learn here. Don't worry. Okay, so the unit testing is a part of the white box testing. So generally we have the two types of the testing: white box and black box. Okay, white box means structure means there is a code, because every programming language there is a structure. Okay, there is a structure, right? Any programming language there is a structure. So you can check here, if you're writing the C++ programming language, there is also the structure. You can say hash include istream.h. Okay, class name, something public, private, protected. Okay, keywords are using here, access modifiers like this here, semicolon. Okay, this is, and for Python, if you written the code in the Python, you have some different structure. Okay, this is the different structure for the Python. Okay, different technology having the different structure. So there is a structures. So because, and the structural testing, so we are going to do the testing of this coding, that is a structural testing. This, that is known as a white box testing, and generally only those have the coding knowledge, that kind of testing is done by the developers only. Okay, because these have the coding knowledge. So this is known as a white box testing. Right, white box testing, who will do the white box testing? Those who knows the knowledge of internal logic of code. Okay, so generally developer have the knowledge of internal logic of code. Developer has the knowledge of code, so they will do the white box testing to check whether our code is working properly or not before sending to the QA team. Right, before sending to the QA team. And unit testing is a part of white box testing. Unit testing means small amount of code is going to be tested. Small amount of code, small code is going to be tested, right? So this white box testing is generally, also we can say the clear box testing. Okay, clear box testing or open box testing, or you can say the glass box testings also. Okay, we can say the transparent testing, code based testing, or structural testing. These are the different kinds of the name are used for the white box testers. Okay, clear box testing, open box testing, glass box testing, transparent testing, code based testing, or structural testing. So is a software testing methods, that is a methodology which used to check internal logic or internal designing of the code, right? So this is white box testing. So white box test design techniques includes how we can test, design techniques are used, that is control flow testing. Okay, how it is, if else, switch case statement in C++, and Java that uses. Okay, control flow testing, data flow testing, branch testing, path testing, statement coverages, and decision coverage. Okay, control flow can code, you can check here any code. something the code we have written here. Okay, so each and every programming language having the proper syntax, standard syntax. We have to follow the standard syntax. Something code I have written here. Okay, so we can check all the branches, opening braces and closing braces are same or not. Okay, we have to check like this way. Branching, if, else, right? Conditional branching. Can check here the broken link project. Okay, so here the some conditions are providing if something not all links dot get of I dot get of text is empty, then perform this one, otherwise not. Okay, so conditional statement, this is known as conditional statement. So all the statement, this methodology used to perform the white box testing. Okay, this is only for understanding. Okay, this is just only for understanding for our tester, because we as a tester we are going to perform the only black box testing. Okay, we are not going to perform the white box testing. Only black box testing we are going to perform, functional testing. So as a automation tester, right, as a Java automation tester, right, so we have to perform this. We write some code because we are the automation tester, we are the Java automation tester. Suppose we will write the code to test the 100 test cases or 200 test cases at a time. So we have written the one code, right? So for that purpose we are going to execute the code and check the code is working properly or not, right? So this is also doing the white box testing. Okay, because the code is written by the tester and tester is doing the testing for the whether the code is working properly or not. So we can say this is white box testing, right? So testers is also do the white box testing, but how? As a unit testing. Okay, small amount, it's not a big, right? Small. So in the white box testing technique, that's use a control flow testing, data flow testing, branch, path, statement coverage, and decision making. So this for the code is written by the developer and developer will do this kind of the testing. Okay. So what are the level as applicable for the white box testing? That is unit testing, integration testing, and system testing. That is very, very important. Okay. So because as a tester we know this one, unit testing, for testing the path within the unit. Okay, within this unit, this is the one unit and this is the another unit. Okay, so we are going to test the code, only this is in this unit. Okay, that is known as a unit testing. If you testing the code here, you are testing the code here, that is more than two units, means more than two modules, so that is another integration kind of testing. Okay, and all this testing path, okay, we are going to subsystem, we are going to check all the paths within the subsystem, that is known as system testing. So unit testing, this is the very, very important level to applicable to unit testing, integration testing, and system testing. So unit testing means we are going to test the application within this unit. Okay, we are going to test within this unit is working properly or not. Integration testing means we are going to check the testing the path within the unit. So this is one unit and this is the another unit, whether the data is interacted with the other unit, means the data flow is working properly from one to another and another from one to one. Okay, this unit to this unit and this unit to this unit. Okay, all these two units are integrated properly or not, to check this one, this is known as integration testing. Okay, more than two more than two unit are integrated properly or not. So for testing part between the units, so we are going to test the part between the units. And system testing, for the system testing the path between the subsystem. So we have the one computer, we have the another system, we have the another system, then we are going to check the path between the all the system. Because the application is working is one computer, that is okay, but the application is not working in the another computer, that is a problem. So we are going to test the application is all this computer are working properly or not, all this application, okay, all this environment is working properly or not. So this is what system testing. So this is what white box testing levels are applicable here. So unit testing, integration testing, system testing. So Integration testing is done by the developer as well as tester. Okay, system testing is also done by the developer and tester. Unit testing also done by the developer and tester. Okay, but developer will test the application as per their knowledge about the code. Tester will test the application as per the knowledge about the white box, as per the knowledge about functionality, as a part of the functionality. Okay, because as a tester they will not deep into the coding, they only see the functionality. The tester is only check the functionality. Okay, compatibility, functionality, everything, right? So these are the levels are applicable to the white box testing. And don't worry about this one, unit integration and system testing. We are going to learn details about this one, okay, in the, next sessions also. Okay, we have the different topic for the unit testing, integration testing, and system testing. So now we have to know about the white box testing, which are the levels are applicable here, that is unit testing, integration, and system testing. Unit testing, within the unit we are going to test the code or application. Okay, testing the path between within the unit. Integration, more than two units we are going to check the path. Okay, system testing, we are going to check whether this application is working in the subsystems or not. Okay, so however it is mainly applied to the unit testing, right? Now the black box testing. Okay, so black box testing. So now actually the time is 9:15. So today we are going to stop here. Okay, and the next class we are going to see the black box testing. Okay, just a short intro I given about the white box testing, right? So white box testing means only the developer maybe do, those having the internal logic of code, they will do this testing. Okay, those having the internal logic of code. And right, so black white box testing and known as clear box testing, open box testing, glass box testing, transparent testing, code based testing, or structural testing. So white box testing design techniques, these are one. Okay, so we have some knowledge of coding, so we can do such type of the testings. And what are the levels are applicable to the white box testing? That is what unit testing, integration testing, okay, and system testing. So integrate unit testing means the developer write the code, will check whether this code is working properly or not. So that's why it is executed once at once. So developer write the code and it is executed by once to check whether the code is working properly or not. So this type of the testing is known as unit testing or white box testing. Okay, integration testing means we're checking the path between the unit. So within the two or three units, all the control data flow is working properly or not, path is working properly or not, or this unit are integrated properly or not. Okay, the system testing to check the path between the subsystems means compatibility, operating system compatibility, whether this application is working the all environment or not. Okay, this complete application is working one computer but this is not working in the another computer. So this kind of the testing you have to test. So it should be worked on the every devices or every computer. So this is system testing. Okay, in the next class, so we're going to check here black box testing we are going to see. Okay, so today we are going to stop here, we can continue on tomorrow. So if you have